Cool. Bless up. There you go, brother. Big.
Exclusive, yeah. Oi. Saviour 6, come on.
Right, hello and welcome to the Mac 10 YouTube channel. We are doing a small docu-series about the art of the DJ. And today we're here with a competition winner. I put our competition on our socials for someone to go back to back with myself, you know, anywhere, any place, anytime, you know, win some Saviour 6 wear as well. And we've got our competition right here, right now. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Myself, Ash C, hailing from Norwich, yeah. Big up Mac 10, coming down all the way here to Norwich, you know. Norwich, all the way to Norwich. Right, mileage.
So I just want to run through a few questions with yourself and what it is that you're actually doing at the moment. So first of all, what genre of music are you playing?
I'm playing some grime, garage today. Yeah, some grime and garage and bass sometimes I go into, but usually it's grime, garage and bass as a whole mix.
All right, wicked. And how long have you been DJing for? Not just how long. I'll give you a few questions. I want to know a bit of background about when you started. What inspired you to DJ? What DJs inspired you to DJ? And how are you finding it?
Probably, I started listening to dubstep quite a lot back in the day. Yeah. Like, you know, Flux, kind of, yeah, probably a bit of Flux, like Mode Step, you know, they were sick. I used to love Mode Step back in the day, you know what I mean? And then all the UKF genres and all that, and after started really listening to drum and bass, getting into that. And then downloaded Virtual DJ, and then from there, it's just kind of like, you know what I mean? Started playing around, and then, yeah, started doing my housemates, I've started doing parties for my housemates. And like just some other like parties going on, like New Year's Eve. I did a party, like DJ'd a party in Norwich, and yeah, it turned out to be like 100 people capacity or something. Yeah, so and since there, yeah, I just loved it really, and yeah, I feel like there's just a certain level of like there's a certain difference between like, you know, playing music and then just mashing it up on the decks. You know what I mean? You can do so much more if you've got a set of decks and a mixer in front of you, and it's just limitless. You know what I mean?
So did you learn, because you mentioned virtual DJ there, which was going to lead into a question I wanted to ask. Did you learn, because I'm sort of from the old school, so I'm trying to get a perspective on the new school DJs that learn this way. Yeah, so did you find that people would turn their nose up at you at the way you started? Do you sync now? Did you find how did you find it, and the transition from going from virtual DJ into industry standard setup?
Yeah, so sync and all that controversial, innit? So basically from virtual DJ I went on to getting a like a little Numark Mix Track Pro. Yeah. It's kind of little chopper machine there, you know what I mean? And afterwards obviously starting off I used sync to start with. Yeah. And then as you kind of learn about DJing more, you learn about more of the culture behind it, and then more of like the technicals behind it. Yeah. Then, you know, you don't need sync. Yeah. You don't, it just kind of gives it a more realistic feel to it if you don't use sync, you know what I mean? But the tools are there to help you simplify the mix and make it faster and make it better.
I agree. You know what I mean? I totally agree with that. I mean, the tools are there for a reason, to be used to assist you. If you use them correctly, it can actually enhance what you're doing if you're not just solely using it to rely on to do your job. And I've seen clips of what you can do, and I can say you know what you're doing. Yeah? All right. So, I mean, with that being said, now we've gone on to sort of syncing and that sort of thing. So when you're DJing, what do you use to stand out from the crowd? Do you have anything in particular that you do that you feel is your thing that makes you stand out from the crowd?
So obviously I've got the blends that go into like UKG and then bass and then grime, but I'm quite snappy with that. Yeah. I use acapellas a lot to kind of I like using silence, like Grand Mixer says. Silence is a good tool to kind of build suspense. from there, it works. You know, with an acapella, you've got the vocal, silence that vocal, and then afterwards you can bang something else in there. You know what I mean? It's there's a lot you can do. Yeah. But mine, for me, I like using my acapellas and I like switching it up quick. You know what I mean?
So you're on a mash-up vibe. You love mashing it up, yeah? Okay, so that's awesome. So, I mean, looking on your Insta, you've got something that you do weekly called Vibe of the Week, yeah? Which is wicked. I love it because this incorporates not just the music, but also visuals. So just explain to us a bit about what the Vibe of the Week is that you do.
So Vibe of the Week is a 5-minute mix that I post every week on my Insta, and it contains all these visuals. Obviously, this is something I love doing, but there's a lot behind it. Yeah, there's a lot that goes behind it, right? So we were thinking about it. I thought once I was on a peak, and I thought I haven't done anything for a while. Let's do a mix. I recorded like a 30-minute mix, and I was thinking, hang on, people aren't just going to go and watch that. Yeah. People's attention span are so short now, you know what I mean? Like, it's like fast food in the way. Social media is like fast food, you know, next video, like TikTok, you know what I mean? I want to make sure something's there that's going to catch your attention and sound sick as well, and look sick on the screen. Yeah. And I want it to look good, and so it's a perfect combination between the two.
So just to elaborate on that, you've kind of got a green screen. Just to paint the picture, you've got a green screen. There's a lot going on in the green screen, and it looks visually cool as well as the music. You can see what you're doing on the turntables. There's a camera above the turntables, and you can see what's going on. The reason why I asked that, because I wanted to ask, how important is it to use other industry professionals like photographers, cameramen, and because we don't have all the knowledge sometimes. Some people do, but it's like we've got a cameraman here today. How important is it to incorporate other creative professionals into what you're doing as a DJ?
100%. It's so important. It's one of the most important things. Like, how else are you supposed to, keep up with the generations? How else are you supposed to keep up with the scene if you're not incorporating all these other stuff? Like, if you're not incorporating photographers, videographers, and like incorporating visuals, or even keeping on the latest trend, even if you hate it. Like, I don't like TikTok, you know what I mean? I hate it, but I'm still going to take the time and learn from it, you know what I mean? I'm still going to take time and learn, see what it is. But I can't stress how important it is to just keep up with current trends and see and learn, you know what I mean? Even if it's just a brief understanding, that's all you need.
So just last question, Ash. Is there a dream venue, dream festival, or big stage, or club night, or someone you'd love to perform with? What is your dream location, your dream? If I could say to you, click my fingers and you could headline wherever you wanted tomorrow, where would it be?
Printworks. Yeah. Printworks. It's got to be. You see the screens, the visuals, the vibe there, the atmosphere, proper kind of rave, atmosphere, you know what I mean? And the screens that are just insane, everything there, the sound system is crazy. That's the one place I'd want to be playing is Printworks for sure.
So there you have it. I'm about to jump in the mix with Ash back to back for 2 hours. Big Mac 10. Boom.